Okay, let's see if everything works. Hey. Okay, anyone that is in the stream, just give me a second. Okay. Alright, let's see. Who do we got in stream? Alright, so we have, let's see, we have that. Should be all good there. Okay. Alright, so, welcome. Today we're going to go through and build ourselves a computer. So, this, I figured it'd be fun to go through, part out a computer and stuff like that, see, what kind of deals we can get, see what kind of, computer we can build. So, we're going to go through, open up PC Part Picker, because that's always a good site to visit when you're parting out a computer. And we're going to go ahead and open Newegg and even Amazon. Alright, one second. Alright, so, and pretty much the goal today is just to go through, build a computer for around $1,500. That includes the monitor, keyboard, mouse, everything for $1,500. So I figure that's a good price point to go through and pretty much, monitor, keyboard, everything. I figured $1,500 is a pretty good price. So let's go through, start seeing what we can get. I know for me personally, I am quite fond of Ryzen, the AMD Ryzen processor. So that's the processor we're going to go with. Let's go with a 3700X. I think that would be a good middle of the road, like has plenty of performance. It's an 8-core, 16-thread, and I think it will be plenty for gaming, for, if you're doing video editing or anything else. I'm running a Ryzen 7 1700X in my build, so a 3700X is 2 generations newer than mine. So that should be plenty of power for what we're wanting to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my cart. And now, before we do that, let's go see what the price is on Amazon. See if it's any cheaper. Let's see. So we have $324.99 on Amazon and the same price on Newegg. So it really doesn't matter. So we're going to go through, add that to cart. Alright, Jordan says he can hear me. Alright, I appreciate that. No, we don't want no protection. Even though, So, we're definitely going with a Ryzen. Give me 1 second. Oh, Paul's Hardware just uploaded a video. By the way, if you see any of those messages pop up on my computer, it's a program I have called Pushbullet, where you can go through. All right, we're all good. All right, Jordan, appreciate it. If if you don't want to stay, then more than welcome. I appreciate you making sure all my levels are good, and shout out to Jordan. So, yeah. So we have the 3700X in our cart. We're going to need to pair that. Let's go with the X5. Let's see, X570. I think that's pretty sure that's Ryzen. Normally I just go through with B450 boards. Yeah, and X570 is. I don't know. Do we really want to go X570 though? I don't know. We'll go through and add 2 of them. We'll add an X570 board and a B450, and we'll see kind of where we're looking in terms of price at the end. We may get rid of the X570 and just go with the B450. But no, I'm not buying a new computer. This is just for fun, just to sit here and, see what we can, go through and build. So, no, I'm not buying a new computer. So like I said, we'll go through, we'll add an X570 board, but they are on the price you're in. If you're planning on doing more overclocking and stuff like that, and you want more, higher quality VRMs and stuff like that, then you're definitely going to want to go with the X570. But for now, we're going to go through and just get both of them, and we'll see how we're looking at the end of it. So, I've always been a fan of MSI. They make really good products. They are, both my server and my personal computer is running MSI motherboard, and I don't know. And also MSI has a great BIOS. Asus and everyone else, don't get me wrong, they're great products. Asus's BIOS sucks. Like, it just sucks. I don't like really messing with it. Let's see what we got on the end of this one for I/O. We have built-in Wi-Fi. We have USB Type-C. We have, of course, Ethernet. And let's see. Try to zoom in a little bit more. Alright, let's see, so we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 USB ports, Wi-Fi on board, we have audio and everything else to be expected. So, you know what, I think I'm going to go ahead and add this one to the list, add to cart. No warranty, please. Although we do need to go check to see if that is any cheaper on Amazon. I keep forgetting to do that. We're already up to $547, so like I said, we may end up having to get rid of... wait a minute, it says there's 6 items in my cart. Oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking that was high for some reason. So we're going to get rid of everything here. Get rid of those NZXT Hue lights. Okay, so everything else here is actually what we're buying. So we're still $524. That's still about, 2/3 or 1/3 of our budget so far. So, like I said, we'll see. Let's go through and see if this motherboard is any cheaper on Amazon. So let's see, MSI MPG X570, copy, and go over here to Amazon, paste that in. So the price is here, $199.98, and it's $199.99. Oh, you can save a whole penny by going through Amazon. So if you're really trying to penny pinch, then sure. But just for sake of consolidation and everything else, I think we're just going to stick with the one on Newegg. That way you're not sitting there buying, different parts from different websites and everything else. If we can stick with just one manufacturer, then, or not manufacturer, but one site, I think that would be good. So, let's see. So we're going to go through and we're going to look for let's see. Is it a B450? See, I'm trying to remember, because I know B450 is, let's see. Are there newer motherboards for B4, let's see, B450, 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 okay, so I guess, yeah, just all the B450 boards are for, 470, hold on, what's that? Oh, okay, so yeah, okay, so B470 is for, let's see, X470, okay, yeah, So so I see another MSI Performant. In fact, this is actually the same motherboard that I have, except it's the B450 version, which is used for first gen Ryzen, and it's about half the price of the X570. So, like I said, we'll see. We may end up going with that. I'm going to add it to cart anyways, and we may keep it. We may take it out later. We'll see how our end budget is going. We probably need to go through and start adding these to PC Part Picker. That way we can make sure that all of these products are compatible and everything else. It's just a good it's just a good thing to do before you go through build a computer and everything else. To make sure that run it through PC Part Picker and just make sure that it's all compatible. Let's see. Yep, we're going to add that, although that's not the price we're paying, but that is fine. I'm not worried about prices on PC Part Picker. I'm just trying to go through and make sure everything is compatible and everything else. So we're going to add this one and add, again, I'm not worried about the price that says on here. I'm not worried about where we're buying it. I just want to make sure the parts themselves are compatible. So that's the only thing I'm worried about with PC Part Picker. Now let's see. Do we want to go with an aftermarket cooler? Well, first, I think before we do that, we probably need to go and find out what case we're using to see, what AIO might fit in it. Does it only fit a 240 millimeter radiators? Stuff like that. So let's see. Let's go look at a couple of Fractal cases. Fractal Design. They make really good cases. I've not actually used any of them, but they are actually really good priced, and they actually are really good cases. Let's see. Meshify C. Let's see. Meshify C, it is, like I said, I've never actually used a Fractal case. I just know that a lot of people really do like them. So Meshify C in white. Let's see, what other colors do we got? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the white, but, just seeing what other colors we might have. See, there's the black one, dark. Kind of like the blacked out look on that, personally, but let's see. We'll go with the tempered glass. We'll go ahead and go tempered glass, and, see, is there any price difference between the white and the, black? No, there's not. So you know what? I kind of like the black myself. Like I said, don't get me wrong, white's, all good, and I know that a lot of people are, enjoying a white build every now and then. But I think I'm going to go black with the tempered glass. So, ooh, man, we're already getting up there. No, that's with two motherboards. I did forget that. So that is with two motherboards. Let me see what other cases we have. NZXT. Let's see. NZXT case. The H510 actually is, Let's see. That is, again, tempered glass side panel, cable management system. Let's see. Motherboard supported micro ATX and ATX. So it does support a full ATX motherboard. It has the PSU shroud on the bottom, so you can hide all of your messy cables down there. And it's cheaper right now. It's $69.99 for the next 10 hours. Let's see. What about the H510i? What is... Ooh, that has RGB in it, but it's $100. It's $10 more than our standard, even the Fractal Design. So we're going to go through, and I think I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between those two. I'm going to go ahead and add it to cart, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to get. I kind of like the fractal design because it is white. But then again, the NZXT H500 definitely has a lot going for it. It really does. I know that a lot of people that I've heard, rave about it. It's a great case. And I can vouch from experience. NZXT makes makes great cases. I've actually used the NZXT Phantom for past several years. In fact, since 2012. It's definitely an older case. It's a huge case. It takes up a lot of room, but to me, I love it. It has 7 drive bays and everything else. I absolutely love the NZXT Phantom, even though it is a case from 2012. So let's go to the cart real quick because we need to see what size radiator. If we went with the H510, it supports up to a 240 millimeter radiator. Okay, so that gives us a lot of play. Let's go see if we can find a 240 millimeter water cooler AIO. Let's see. EVGA, you have Fractal Design, Intermax, Thermaltake. The EVGA is looking pretty good, actually. We know that EVGA is a very reputable brand, and it's let's see, hold on, that's a, yeah, that's a 240 millimeter radiator, 120 millimeter fans. Does have Intel and AMD brackets included, and it's $99. So that's $20 cheaper than normally. It's normally $120. You know what? I think that's the one we're going to go with. And I've also made a decision. I'm going to go view the shopping cart real quick. And I'm actually going to go through. I'm going to get rid of the X570. I think right now, since we're trying to get the monitor, since we're trying to get keyboard, mouse, and everything for $1,500, and the fact that we're already up to almost $1,000 and we haven't even gotten all the parts yet, we definitely just need to go with the X470. So we're gonna go through and get rid of the X570. I think it's just too much to pay right now, given our budget. See, now we're down to $700, so that's definitely looking a lot better. For RAM, I think I'm going to go with a Corsair. I think I'm going to go with Corsair Vengeance, just because I know for a fact that they are Ryzen compatible. Even though Ryzen has gotten a lot better over the years, it has gotten, better with compatibility. I will say this though, we will go with the let's see, hold on, our case is white. Do we want to go with white Corsair Vengeance RGB? I think we do. That would be a great match, actually. Let's see, 3200 megahertz speed, 2x8 gig, 16 gig, white. That RAM's actually looking kind of sexy. I think they also have it in black, but again, that wouldn't really match our case very well. So I think we're just going to go with the white. Yeah, definitely going with the white on that. I like the white better, especially since we're going with the white H510. So let's see, add to cart. Alright, we so far are up to $792. Now I do need to go through, check, let me go through real quick. I've failed to be doing this right now. Let's go through and price match this with Amazon. Make sure that Amazon's not any cheaper. $89.99, but do they have it in white? Is the question. Do they have it in white? They do have it in white. How much is white? $93.99. That's actually a few bucks cheaper. Huh. So the question is now, do we go through and just deal with the price we have on Newegg, or do we go through and buy it from Amazon? We'll go through, add it to cart. We'll see what we're doing with. No, we do not want the protection plan. Alright, so that was actually cheaper on Amazon. So we'll see what else is cheaper. We're going to go back to the cart real quick. I don't think I compared the X470 motherboard, so let's go through and compare that real quick. Copy, paste. $109.99. I believe that is the same price on Newegg. So we'll keep the motherboard on Newegg, and let's see. We need to check the AIO. And you know what? We're going to get rid of that fractal design since we kind of decided to go for a white theme here. And so that actually puts, some money back in our budget by getting rid of that. I need to check the this AIO to make sure that it's not any cheaper on Amazon. $99.99 on Amazon, same price. So we'll keep that on Newegg. Alright, so give me a second. Refresh. Newegg. Oh, crap. Newegg.com. Okay. Back over here. Alright, so what are we missing so far? What else do we need? We have the case, we have motherboard, we have RAM, we have our 3700X, and our 240mm AIO. So, we're still needing power supply. Actually, let's go grab a graphics card real quick, because it would be nice to know how much power we're going to need for the system before going through, and choosing power supply. It's just better to do it that way. I usually do go through and choose a power supply last, because you never really know what kind of system you're building until you actually have all the other parts in place. So it's just better to do the power supply last. So we're going to go through and let's see. How much can we get an RTX 2060 for? If I could go RTX, I wouldn't mind going RTX. EVGA, MSI. See, EVGA, GeForce RTX 27 superclocked. Let's see. What about the XC Gaming Ultra? How much more is that one? So what is the difference between the XC Gaming Ultra and the Ultra Gaming? I'm guessing this one is higher overclocked out of the box, and let's see. You know what? We'll just add the regular SC Gaming Ultra, and if we have a little bit more budget after we get done, we may come back for the XC Ultra. So we're going to add that to cart. No thanks. We again do not want the warranty. Woo! Okay, we're already over $1,000. We have about $450 to play with, and we still need a keyboard, mouse, monitor, and a power supply. Oh, and hard drive. We need a hard drive. So let's go through. Let's see what we can get a 500 gig SSD for. SSD prices have come down a lot, thankfully. Let's see. We have a Samsung 860 EVO, but that's $75. Wow. Okay. Hold the phone. We have a WD Blue M.2. Let's make sure that actually is NVMe and not just standard SATA. But if this is NVMe, we might be going NVMe. It would actually be the first time that I've actually went through and put, and actually did an NVMe drive, because usually NVMe is actually more expensive. Specifications. Let's see. M.2 2080. M.2 doesn't tell me anything. Interface SATA 3. Okay, so that's why. It's still using the SATA interface, even though it, is a M.2. Note, when you're buying an M.2 drive, make sure that when you buy it, it's actually a NVMe drive. NVMe. If not, then you're not helping yourself any. You might as well have just bought a standard solid state drive. So as you can see down here, this one is still running on the SATA interface. So it's going to be just as fast as any standard SATA drive. NVMe talks directly to the motherboard via the PCI Express lanes. So that's just, you want something, if you're wanting M.2, just go NVMe. That's just the easiest way to put that. So now that is still cheaper, but okay, let's see how much an NVMe drive is. Let's see how much more it is to go NVMe. We're going to go interface. We're going to go PCI Express. We're going for X470, so AMD Ryzen 4.0, we can't take advantage of that, so let's just see. Okay, that's actually not bad. Crucial 500 gig NVMe SSD for $66. This price is available at a lower price from other sellers. Let's see what that is. Open a new tab real quick. Blocked for some reason. Okay. Let's see. Actually, yeah, I think we're actually going to go NVMe. How much is 1 terabyte? Just wondering. 136. Yeah, that's pushing it a little bit. So I think we're just going to go for the 500 gig Crucial NVMe drive. That is actually a really good deal. Honestly, that is a banging deal for a 500 gig NVMe drive. I'm taking that right now. Yep. I know we do not need the protection again. Alright. So, let's see what else we got here. Alright, we need to start choosing. Man, we might have to cut corners somewhere, or either raise our budget. We might have to raise our budget. Or either go with a cheaper system. Let's go find ourselves a power supply. I'm going to go with the 800 watt. Just because I know that's enough power for everything we're putting in the system. And, 800 watts aren't cheap. Looks like when you start getting above $100 is with 800 watts. Let's see what a 700 watt PSU. Still over $100. Okay, then we're just gonna go ahead and just do the 800. I would rather have more power than less. Let's see, Corsair RM series. If I'm not mistaken, that is Corsair's more budget brand. The RM series. Ooh. What? But you know what? I was gonna say let's get the white one. Pay a little bit more for the white one because it's apparently building a white build. But then again, are you serious? I just noticed this. So the normal price is $149.98 or 99. It's on sale for $149.98. Wow. But you know what? That's gold certified. Let's see. Fully modular, gold certified. Huh. That's actually not looking bad, but how much for just the regular not white? I'm guessing this black. Okay, 146. You know what? Since we're gonna have a PSU shroud over it anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the black one because we've already got we're already pushing it kind of tight on our budget real quick. So you know what? We're just gonna go through. Go with the black one. We have a PSU shroud on the H500 anyways, or on the H510 I mean. Alright, so let's go look at our cart. See if we're missing anything else. So we have our H510 for $69.99. We have the X470 for $129. I thought that was cheaper. Okay. I thought that was... Oh, it was the X470 that was $109. That's right. Okay. So we have a RTX 2060 SC Ultra. We have Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro for our RAM. We have our 3700X. We have a 240 millimeter radiator, and we have our great NVMe Crucial 500 gig drive, and our Corsair RMX series fully modular gold certified power supply. And right now we are at $1,286.32. Oh my gosh, that's going to be tough to beat. Alright, well, I know what keyboard I'm going for, because if we're looking for a budget mechanical keyboard, then I know right which one to go with. Now, as far as I know, I don't believe this keyboard is available on, I don't think it's available on Newegg. I can double check, but it's called Red Dragon, and it is a more, it's not, from the, oh, they do have a few other products. Okay, let's see. They're not, the keycaps are not Cherry brand. They're not Cherry MX, official Cherry MX keys on them. So that's why they are a bit cheaper, but it's still an amazing keyboard. I have one here. In fact, the cable's too taut for me to show you. It's honestly an amazing keyboard. I have a Red Dragon mouse and a Red Dragon keyboard, and I don't know if you can hear. Still very clicky sound. So I love Red Dragon. They are a great budget mechanical keyboard. And let's see, this one's $40. But it's an international seller. Okay, well, it actually, all of them might be an international seller. Red Dragon LED, this is on sale. It's again, yeah, all of these Red Dragons are going to be an international seller. So, Cherry MX Blue equivalent. You're missing a numpad is the only problem. I like my numpad. I like my number pad. It's just, I like it. So let's go through 87 key, let's see. Nope, that is missing the numpad as well. This has a number pad, Red Dragon. We have, what are the equivalent keys? Because like I said, they're not, trying to see if they're blue equivalents or What is the equivalent? Um, Conflict-free, 10 dedicated multimedia. In-key rollover. Okay, that's nice. I do not see what... Alright, so let me go show you exactly which keyboard I have. And we'll go through and see what that one is. I'm going to go with the 557 Kala. This is the exact keyboard that I have. It's Red Dragon 557 K557, and as you can see, it looks great. It's full RGB illumination, so you know who doesn't love RGB, and you know you can always turn the RGB off if you want. It is a little on the pricier side, so I don't know. Let's see. What other options do we have? What options do we have on Newegg? Oh, me. Oh. Let's see. I wish it would tell me on this one what the equivalent key switches are. Because I don't like mushy key switches. Let's see. Specifications. Thing I like about this is it's a keyboard and mouse set. It's a combo. So when we're trying to sit here and, you know, build this on a budget, especially when we're already over $1,000, a $40 keyboard and mouse combo from Red Dragon sounds pretty good. So I think that's the one we're going to go with. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this one. So right now we are at $1,336. Oh man, okay, we're going to have to either get rid of something or increase our budget. One or the other. Let's go see what... Let's just put everything in here. Let's go put everything in here we're going to get. Actually, wait a minute. How much more stuff do we need? Hold on. We might meet our $1,500 budget actually. So we've got the case, we've got motherboard, we've got video card, we've got RAM, and we've got processor, we've got cooler, we've got our SSD, we've got our keyboard and mouse combo, and our power supply. I think the only thing we're missing is a monitor. We might. Alright, let's go look for a 144 hertz monitor. A 144 hertz monitor, MSI 274. Let's see. Let's go look at this one real quick. 1920 by 1080, 1 millisecond response time, 144 hertz. It does have FreeSync, so let's see. I would like a higher resolution. I would like at least 1440. Let's go see if we can find anything for 1440. Let's see. All right, 1440. See what we can get. 144 hertz, 1440 panel. Acer. Okay, 27-inch monitor. Let's see. Has built-in speakers apparently, but I wouldn't. Normally $400. So this is $100 off right now. For $299. How much does that put us over budget? Let's add it to cart. Let's see what we got. Oh, over our budget. $1,626. Nope, 1,000. Yep. Looks like grand total after tax and everything. Oh, that can't include tax. That's not enough for tax. $1,632.26. Let's see. Is there anything we want to go through and downgrade? Let's see if there's any other monitors. We chose that monitor rather quickly. We can probably go through, find a cheaper 144 hertz 1440 monitor. I bet you we can. Let's go through. We're going to filter by price. Let's see, lowest price first. And actually, that's one of the cheapest ones. Besides this refurbished monitor, which I'm not buying refurbished, that's the cheapest one we got. Okay. So, I wish I had some audience in here that could actually give me a hand, but okay. So do we just accept that we're over budget and just say this is a great, this is a great PC, or do we go through and try to knock down a couple bucks? Let's go through. How much are we over budget? Let's see. Calculator. How much over budget are we? 1,600, and let's see. The grand total is $32. Minus 1,500. We are $132 over budget. Probably could have done that math in my head, but oh well. So where can we shave $132 off of? Let's go see if should we shave some money off of our processor or shave some money off of our graphics card. You know, let me text my friend real quick. If you are building a computer for $1,500 budget, what would let's see, budget and your $132 over budget, would you Alright, let's see what he says. Let's see what my friend Steven says real quick. There's no one in here right now. Right now I have a RTX 2060 and a Ryzen 3700X. Hoping one of them gets back to me real quick. Okay. Okay, Aaron. Welcome to.
On the internet right now?
You are on the internet right now.
Damn, that's awesome. Well, I'm about to get you demonetized.
Took you off speaker. Uh-huh.
Am I on speaker or no?
Let me go through, mute the mic. No. I have a quick question for you real quick, though.
Okay, what's that question, buddy?
Alright, so you're building a gaming PC for about $1,500. Now, you're about $132 over budget. Would you rather, right now, the main things that I can go through and downgrade would either be the CPU or the video card. Right now, the video card we have is a RTX 2060 for $349, and we have a Ryzen 7 3700X for $324. Which one of those do you think we could downgrade to try to get our budget down to about $1,500?
You're looking at an 8-core CPU right now, right?
Yeah, 8-core 16-thread.
With gaming, CPU power isn't always, like, CPU threads and everything else aren't always what.
True.
So, I mean, if you downgrade that to I wouldn't say a quad, but a 6-core, that would probably hit you right there on budget and still give you pretty much optimal performance. Because, I mean, like, I wouldn't downgrade that video card. That's a good video card, and I wouldn't want to go any lower.
Right. So let's try with Ryzen 5 3600X. As long as you don't say anything.
I mean, you see me. I'm running Fallen Order right now on Ultra with a quad-core processor. You know.
Right. So yeah.
It really just depends on the rest of your build.
Right.
On that video card.
Well, let's add the Ryzen 5 real quick. Go take out that Ryzen 7 and see if we get closer to our budget. 3700, remove that. And that will get us, that's getting us down to $1,541.26.
So we're only $41 over budget.
Yeah, you know what? I think if you're spending $1,500 on a computer, I think you can manage to squeeze out another $41.
I mean, do you have like any RGB and stuff on this?
The only other thing I could potentially get rid of is the 240 millimeter radiator, the all-in-one liquid cooler. Ryzen does come with a air cooler in the box, so that could save us about $100 right there.
Personally, I wouldn't mind the extra $41. Because liquid cooling is where it's at.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't want to sacrifice performance for $41, basically.
And as we saw now, obviously not you. As we saw earlier, the RAM that we chose is a couple bucks cheaper on Amazon as well. So, if you're really trying to penny pinch, then you can go and get the same RAM on Amazon. I'm just trying to buy everything from one place so that it's more consolidated. So, but anyways, I'm probably about to end the stream here in just a second. We went through, parted out a computer. I'm gonna go ahead and probably start ending this here in a minute, and I'll give you a call back here in just a minute. You're gonna be on lunch for another minute?
Yeah, I'm on lunch till 5.
Okay, all right. I'll give you a call back here, probably within 10-15 minutes. Probably sooner than that.
Okay.
All right. And so yeah, Aaron did make a lot of sense. CPU does not have nearly as much to do with gaming and stuff like that. Although if you are going through, and doing any video editing, I might go ahead and just upgrade it to that 3700X. Video editing does take a lot of your performance, from the CPU. So that's the only thing I might say about this is just, go through and, if you're doing any heavy video editing, definitely go through and just upgrade to that 3700X. You'll get a lot more performance out of that. But other than that, this is a great system. We have an 850 watt Corsair fully modular power supply, 144 hertz, 1440p gaming monitor from Acer. We have the Red Dragon keyboard and mouse. That's actually a place you could save about $40 right there. If you can go through and just use the cheaper keyboard and mouse, and you're not wanting, a mechanical gaming mouse or gaming keyboard, that's your $40 saved right there. So that could actually you could actually go through and get rid of that and get it down to about $1,500. So, and then of course we have our amazingly priced Crucial 500 gig NVMe SSD. That's going to give us a lot of performance. I would go through eventually and add just a mechanical hard drive to that. 500 gigs is great. To me, I think that's where, SSDs, where it's a really good size for an SSD. You can hold, quite a few games as well as your Windows installation on there. So, but like I said, I would definitely probably go through, add about a 2 terabyte mechanical drive to this eventually, if not just when you build this initially. But for now, that's enough to get us up and running. Have at least 3 or 4 games installed. So we have our 240 millimeter radiator from EVGA. That's another thing you could go through and get rid of if you absolutely were trying to penny pinch. Ryzen does come with the air cooler built in, so you could always go that route. Just use the built-in air cooler, and you would be fine. But I personally would splurge for the EVGA all-in-one liquid cooler. We have our Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro 16 gig in white, so that it will kind of match with our case, which, the case is the NZXT H510. It's actually a really, really good price for that case. It's about, $10 off right now. So says you save about $12.50 right here, or 12.5%. Never mind. So, and then you have our MSI Performance X570 motherboard. This is actually another place you could save a little bit of money. You could go with a B450 and save probably maybe $20. But again, B450 was for the first gen Ryzen, so you might want to go ahead and just get go through and just spend the money on an X470. That way you're getting all the third gen Ryzen features. With the X470, you're not getting PCI 4.0 support, like you normally would, with a X570 or a higher end AMD motherboard. But other than that, and then of course we have our RTX 2060. That's again a great card, and you're going to be able to play pretty much every single game out there. I don't really know any other any games that require an RTX 2080 or even 2060 or 2070. Sorry about that. 2060 is I feel like is a really good entry point into RTX. I have not used any of the RTX cards. My current graphics card right now is a 1650. So it is the lowest end of the current generation motherboards or graphic cards. Jeez, man. But 2060, I'm sure, is a great card. And plus, you'll be able to run, any of your ray trace games, such as Battlefield 5, and I think even the newest Star Wars, I believe, even supports RTX. If not, I think it's coming to support. So $1,541.26. I do not believe I am missing anything. I believe this is everything you need to get a system up and running, including monitor, keyboard, mouse, and tower for a hair over $1,500. So definitely go through. If you're wanting to build a system, this is a system that I would honestly recommend. So anyways, I'm gonna head on out. So this was just a quick New Year's stream, going through seeing what kind of computer we can build for about $1,500. And yeah, so I hope you guys had fun, and I will see you again in the next live stream. If I don't have another one sometime in the middle of this week, I will be doing my weekly tech show this next Sunday. I did one this past Sunday. It was great. Me and my friend Steven sat there, talked to a lot of tech news. Sadly, it did not get uploaded to YouTube because YouTube wanted to be a pain in the butt at that point. But it was on Twitch, and I'm not saying that Twitch actually archived it, so if you missed that, I am sorry. I will get the next one up on YouTube, and that way YouTube will actually go through and archive it. One last thing before I go. If you're interested in Halo or Star Wars Fallen Order, I am streaming that over on Mixer and Twitch. I don't stream that to YouTube. I like to keep the YouTube channel strictly tech, but if you're interested in watching me play Halo or watching me play Star Wars, whatever the newest one is, I can't remember the name of it for some reason. That's going to be Star Wars Fallen Order. Yeah, literally just said it. So that's going to be it for today. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias, on Mixer, on Twitch, on YouTube, and Twitter. You can see at the bottom of the screen where all those channels are. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!